Well, just got my Titan BX42. It was only a week late. But there's the hopper. We already took it out of that crate and used my Harbor Freight hoist to lift it out of there. So it came pretty much together. We had to tighten down the 3-point hitch pins. We got to grease PTO shaft. I'll show you the flywheel after we get some stuff on it. We got to put the hopper on it. It goes right here. And then we got to grease this, the chute, and attach that. My father's over there. He's going to help me hold stuff still. And we'll get this stuff on. It's kind of heavy. Okay, we're going to try to get it together. I'm going to grease the stuff first so nothing's in my way. One more out here. Okay, I'm gonna do a little more over here. There we go. So now it's greased. Okay, what part do I want to put on first? I got to put a little bit of grease up here. For this, I got to take this off. My chipper came with no instructions. So I'm basing this off a YouTube video that I watched last week. Okay, we got this top, got the chute on, and with the chute, there's a bunch of little bolts, and that black little ring is a spacer between the top and the bottom, so you gotta put grease, and then put the bolts through, line up the spacer with the bottom brackets, 2 pieces, and then tighten them up. Then you put this on. I don't have instructions, but I think this is supposed to be on the bottom, but it works on the top, so I'm going to keep it right there. Now we're going to put the chute on. Well, that's the blade for adjustment for the size of the chips you're going to have. But if you look down in here, you probably can't see it too good. I don't see it sticking out at all, so I'm going to adjust it. You loosen these 3 bolts. And then pop it in there. Okay, adjusted it right there. It wasn't out at all. Now it's out maybe 1/8 of an inch. I got about 1/8 of an inch space. It's kind of a pain in the butt to do. That's the flywheel. These are the blades. Make sure it doesn't touch. That's good. Now I can close this. And I gotta push that down and put the bolt in. That goes right there. Then we'll put that on, the chute, feed chute. Well, we got the hopper on. Those two hinge bolts right there, the lock nuts. And then underneath, there's two that go through a slot, and then you put it on. It's just alignment. So it's done. It's together. Next, we gotta put it on the tractor and see if the drive shaft fits. The PTO shaft. If it doesn't, we have to trim it. That'll be fun. Okay, we got it hooked up. We did not have to trim the drive shaft. Everything's hooked up. We did take the safety chains off, or those cowlings, because a lot of people are saying it just, the noise drives them nuts. Hooked up real easy, backed right up to it. Got this little door. It's on there. It was already greased. Same one right there. So now we're gonna take it out and see what it does. Okay, we got it on. It's hooked up. You gotta start it in the lowest RPMs to get it going because it's heavy, and then crank it to your 540. So we put a burlap bag up there because I got some apple we were gonna shred and I want them for my smoker. So my father's gonna throw a few pieces in, and hopefully the bag stays on. Going in there, I'm pretty sure. I see. A little bit bigger piece. Goes up to 4 inches. Bigger piece. We're doing it in small steps. Okay, wait a minute. I think we're full. Take long. We are full. Gotta switch it out. Set it up to your rebar. Well, we got the chipper working. Had several issues with it, and I'll explain that in a little bit. But we got rid of the apple branches over there. We put them in a sack so I could use them for my smoker when they dry out. And Tamara planted some rhubarb there yesterday. We still got a lot of picking up to do. Rotten logs, some rocks. We got rid of the pile over here. And we got some pieces that were good enough size we can actually use them for firewood. What we've been doing is filling up the UTV and dumping it on my four-wheeler trail, which is very muddy. And it's working pretty good. Each load does about a section as long as the UTV. So it might work out. I mean, we still got a lot of stuff. I still got that huge pile to do. I'm not looking forward to that. Plus, I got branches and stuff all along that stone wall over there. And this is an assortment of big and small. We're going to have to do a lot of cutting. But the issue I had with the tractor, or the wood chipper, I should say, I did not get any instructions with it, which I might have mentioned earlier. So it didn't explain the PTO speed or anything like that. So what happened, if you see that bolt right there, that's about my 9th shear bolt. The reason for that is within 45 minutes I broke the factory bolt. I set the RPMs at 540 where the line is on my gauge, and we ran it and we couldn't get over 2-inch pieces. So what happened, the chute here also would clog, and every few minutes we'd have to flip it open and clean it out by removing that bolt and cleaning out the flywheel. And that took about 15 minutes each time. So what we ended up doing is, when I went to find shear bolts, I went to the New Holland dealer because nobody could give me an answer. So I went and talked to the place I bought the tractor and asked them about RPMs. Is 540 on the gauge recommended max, or is that the minimum? And he goes, with a wood chipper, you crank it as high as it'll go. That blue line is basically a minimum. And we've done that. We have not broken a shear bolt. We have not clogged. We have not done anything. So now that it's being operated the way it's supposed to, we're doing just a little bit over 4-inch pieces with no problem. So we're liking it a lot.